You know, let's record it too, might as well, for myself. I want actual good video footage. Alright, let's get started and kill everyone over here by pressing the start button, because I played this game so many times before in my childhood. I have the game on PS3. Play around on later. I actually never went down to E, when you're 1E. They're one full red electricity, show you when people.
Activation plus 6 minutes. Pulse is 45. Respiration 10. Looking good, Cole.
Looking good. I haven't tested this that well.
Happened?
I haven't. At all. Tested it at all.
Oh god.
Let me lower my audio. Just in case if my microphone starts to peak. Oh lord, decibels. But yeah, I'm just adjusting audio. A little bit. I know for a fact my microphone's gonna start flickering at some point. But if you turn left, it will input your controls.
Come on, Cole. Move.
I'm moving. Don't mind it, Cole. You're having a bad time. We're gonna fight your future self. Oops, spoilers.
Cole, man, you there? Come on, man, pick up.
This is a fun game, by the way. It's playable, so I'm expecting crashes. And the last time I tried to play this on an emulator, it looked, there was a lot of black flickers and a lot of shapes and shader errors. It's actually really playable. Also, I just wanted to test how good it is now.
What the hell? I should be dead. Oh man.
Oh yeah, if this works and I get to do a full playthrough of Infamous, I'm gonna probably play the second game too. Which are also pretty good, honestly. Infamous 1 and 2, pretty good games. Though I always prefer Prototype. I've always been a big fan of Prototype for some reason. Oh, I would love to play Prototype actually. That'll be fun. Prototype would be fun. Compiling shaders. I would have turned that thing off, but I think it's just fine to have to just see when it's compiling.
If you're able to walk, please evacuate across the bridge to the Neon. Remain calm. Emergency personnel are en route.
I feel like physics looked weird. I don't know, that helicopter looked pretty weird. I know something's gonna happen right here, where we get just a whole lightning bolt just comes out, show you. You know, just lightning will strike you. It's time to be infamous in this game called Infamous. Oh no, it just kills a whole bunch of people. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't. You know, it's. Cole, why are you doing this? The audio can't handle this. Cole, please. Cole is dead. He died. How you will be missed. Day 1. I love these cutscenes.
While sliding into unconsciousness, I
You know,
somehow
in this generation of games, anything afterwards, they had style.
Crushed by falling buildings or burned alive in the fires. Trish lost her sister, almost lost me. Zeke was always there, somehow sure that I'd wake up while outside the city.
I forgot to drop the
A blade
subtitles.
struck, followed by rioting, theft, rapes, civilization committing suicide. In a bullshit attempt to contain the biological threat, the federal government locked down all access in and out of the city. Now we're stuck in this cage with the psychos. Cops are all but gone off the streets, either dead or too chicken shit to stand against the gangs that control things now. Outside, things were bad.
I guess someone did actually die over there. I'm hearing
Inside me,
sounds.
something was beginning. Scary as hell.
Anyways,
Gotta understand, there was no one to talk to, no experts to consult. But with time, I
yep,
learned
someone
to
probably got
control
shot.
it, master it. Just hope it's not too late.
Yeah, something did happen. Something definitely did happen. Okay. Yep. Sounds lovely. Yep. Anyways. Oh, it's time for the tutorial.
Batteries are dead again. You mind putting on a freak show?
Sure. I'm glad it's good for something.
Probably need to charge them all. TV's a hog.
Point of interest. Oh wow. Pew 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 pew.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, hurry up, dude. We're gonna miss all the good shows. Nice job, man. Boob tubes are working.
Weird. It feels like I got more power.
Yeah? We try frying those dummies over there. With all the nutballs running around, it'd be nice to
You
see
see
how
how
much
Cole
juice you
moves
pack.
in this game? He's not the most... He's weighty. Which I thought it was interesting, a little bit interesting. Okay, let's go shoot the mannequins. Pew, pew.
Man, fry those suckers.
Poor mannequins. They deserve better. They deserve absolutely better. Okay. Oh no.
Whoa! You see that? Flying so low, thought it was gonna crash into us. Hey, it's a TV jacker. I love this guy.
Just got word that the feds dropped some relief packages into Archer Square. The liars running the corporate media tell us that we're gonna get our fair share, that more is coming. That's easy
Where are my subtitles?
for them to say. They're not the ones living in this hellhole. And the truth is that we've been abandoned, and no one's coming to save us. So head over to Archer Square and get that food before the Reapers show up. Voice of survival, out.
Okay.
Told you they drop food.
Man, you must be out of your mind. Think any of those pencil necks gives a crap about us? This is a PR stunt.
That isn't gonna stop you from pigging out, though, is it?
Hell no, it ain't. Zeke's gotta eat.
You take
I know.
the stairs.
I know chapter 4 is coming soon.
Man, get to have all the fun.
I'm actually very excited.
What are you waiting for?
Jumping off.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at these poor guys all over the place.
Oh, that was one hell of a jump, man. Wish I could do something like that. Running down all those stairs. That sucks donkey balls. Hey,
Yeah. Let's
before we
go
head over to Archer,
go get
I need to
those
go pick up
packages, you know, those rations.
Here we go.
As we're stranded in New York, a horrifying place.
Second you touch it, the electricity in your hands cooks off the gunpowder, and the whole thing goes kabam! Look
Okay,
on your
Zeke,
face is
let's go.
priceless.
Damn near blew my hand off.
Which is why you won't be touching the new one. Traded this guy one of my homemade batteries for it.
The ones that explode when you use them?
Hell, he doesn't know that. Come on.
But okay,
Told me he was
but
gonna
yeah,
leave the gun in
chapter
the
4,
parking lot
I'm very
if he watched me.
excited. I saw the little trailer.
Hey, Cole, you know what I miss?
Also the new egos. I don't really care much about
Big
egos.
sloppy slice.
Never like the new Ishmael
Grease,
ego, which
pepperoni,
now will lose everything for.
and
All my
payday.
lunacy will be gone for that one.
Big fat wad.
Unless it's for the battle pass, and
Pills
my
in your
money will be
pocket.
gone for that one.
Yeah, I'd settle for some hot water.
Hey, remember that time we were coming home from Duffy's and I had to take a leak? And that bike cop was yelling at me to put up my hands?
You pissed all over him.
But he told me to put up my hands. While he's fumbling around, I jump back in and we take off.
I lost Zeke. I looked away for a second. What happened?
Yeah, awesome. Until we
There he
run
is.
into a wall of cops.
There he is.
Awesome! Bummer we won't be able to do anything like that again.
Yeah,
Anyways.
some genius invents a car that doesn't explode when I sit in it.
Another one? A few hours ago? Guess I look in. Yes, I see it. I see the Otis stuff too. I see it, and I saw it. Yep. Okay, now I see it. Okay, I see it. I see it. Okay. The angry man has gotten on one. Okay, good. Usually it comes with a group anyway, so probably a few hours later we're gonna get another one. Another one very soon. How funny, I'm playing a game about having electricity as a zapping people. And the ego is, you know, quite electrifying.
Ah, come on. He told me he was gonna leave it under a car. I figured there'd be only one. We'll never find it.
Stand back. I got an idea.
Oh yes, my favorite part of Infamous.
Ooh, hellacious!
Got it.
Yo, I didn't know
It's
you could do something like
Shockwave.
that.
Yeah, me neither. There was this surge.
Hey, man, you don't look so hot.
Trained all of a sudden. Hang on a sec.
I need my I need a charge. Please.
Did you see that?
Man,
You're interested in big robot?
You must have to recharge whenever you fire off a bunch of juice.
I can feel the electricity
Well,
surging through me. Almost like
You know
I'm
what's
being
been bothering me? The Dante notes.
All his rocks so
They barely
hard.
tell us anything new.
Let's haul tail over to Archer
The
Square.
Dante notes,
Someone
man.
takes all the brewskis.
All it does is characterization for Dante, which I don't mind.
You hear they
But
found
God,
some
it barely
proof?
tells us anything
Yeah.
that we
Zeke
don't
and me are
already
heading over
know.
there.
How are you feeling?
I just wanted to point that
Alright, I
out.
guess. Powers are all over the place. It used to be
I've been reading them
light.
daily.
Now I'm jumping off of buildings, frying the junk on Zeke's roof.
You jumped off a building. What were you thinking?
Relax. I'm fine.
Oh, Trish, you're not gonna die anytime
After what
soon in
happened
this
to
game.
India,
Well,
I couldn't
around the final act, you'll die.
Archer Square.
Yeah, Trish, you will die like in the final act, but anyways.
You too.
And I still don't know why this game was compared to Prototype. Prototype 1. They're utterly different games. The only reason why they were compared with each other was because they were releasing around the same time. And they're both games with superpowers. Like, okay. One is edgy, one is...
Boy, it's stuck up there. I hate to say it, pal, but hey, you're the only guy here who'd live from a fall like that. You gotta climb up there and knock that stuff free.
Oh yeah, I want to be a bad guy. I want to be morally evil and dubious. For no reason. I don't know if that's the... I don't think that's the canonical route. Is it the canonical route to be evil? I don't remember. I don't think so. So it would have been cool if the canonical route for Infamous 2 was the evil route. Alright,
Get
let me
up there,
climb.
Cole! The Reapers will be here any minute!
Okay, God. Just trying to climb up. There. Yeah. Point of interest. Cute.
We are eating.
Everyone's gonna be eating today. Well, not really. Not planning on it.
Damn. Too late. That's where I caught my first sight. The Reapers. Before the blast, they were just a bunch of junkies dealing drugs. Now, they own the Neon District. Taking whatever they want. That changes today.
Fun. Alright, you're out. Get out of here. Get out of here.
More on the way.
How do you recharge again? Oh well, forgot. Oh, there it is. Let me recharge. Get out of here. Pew 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 pew. And they're all dead.
It's chow time.
Now let's play around with that famous moral system of this game.
Feed the three of us for weeks.
You could call it infamous.
Crowd, the rest
Ha.
run away.
Ah.
The food will be all ours.
Alright.
But some of these guys might starve.
Oh, I want food. I'm evil. I never actually went down the evil route of this game. I'm a thug. Oh no. I am evil. Evil. I twirl my mustache now.
Man, that was harsh.
Villainy.
It'll keep us in vittles
My
for a long time.
metaphorical
Now get
mustache.
this hauled out of here pronto.
Hey, Trish.
What's wrong with you? People are starving, and you're stealing the only food they've seen in days?
I did it for us. To make sure we're taken care of.
I don't get you sometimes.
Take a look at this, Sapphire City. The footage you're seeing was taken by security cameras.
I'm now dirty because I became evil.
Someone from your family died? Well, now you know who to blame. If you know anything about this guy, let me know. Because we're going to get the word out on this terrorist. Whoever he is, we're going to make him pay.
My HUD is red now.
Ever been called a terrorist? All I remember from that day is going to work and then running for my life. That video, though. How'd I get that package? Why would I?
Oh, so yeah, this is the generation of games of the dangerous mailman.
Regardless, the consequences are everywhere. Whatever there'd been between Trish and
Yeah,
me,
this is actually the era of games where there were a
she
lot
didn't
of
say a
dangerous
word.
mailmen.
No emotion, nothing, just walked away. By then, people nearby were starting to recognize me. It was gonna get ugly. Even Zeke was giving me weird looks. He and I made quick plans to meet up at Stampton Bridge. Try to get out of town. Just hoping
Oh no. It's gonna crash.
it's right now.
Oh, get time.
I'm a little short on friends.
We're fine. Mission complete. I am a thug. Oh no. Can you see that Cole is a little bit dirty now? Because I became a thug? Visual design. Character design. I see how everyone's trying to attack you and insult you because you're evil? Get out of here.
Listen, man.
Yeah, Infamous actually has some, like, yeah, that's fun. You know, I miss moral systems games. It's fun.
I'll meet you there.
It's fun to be hated.
Thanks for watching my back.
Sure, man. I ain't about to do
Fear
anything that
me.
might piss you off. See ya.
Yeah, I get the cooler powers too. If you become evil, you just get a whole bunch of explosives. I believe. Just do something real quick. Disappear into the void. All right. Honestly, I was afraid. I was turning on the microphone there, and I was suddenly hear white noise. I was honestly afraid of that. Honestly, like, oh, my ears have been through so much. It really, I realized that when it does that, it's actually the gain is so high, it's picking up on the fan noise on my laptop. So it's like, oh, okay. The gain is extremely high. It's so high. You could hear things across like 3 rooms. I was experimenting, trying to figure out why it's causing the issue, what starts it. I still haven't figured out what and how to fix it. I've been searching it up. Anyways, can't aim. It's been so long since I had aim with a controller. Also, what do these guys sound like? Fucking what are these sounds? Just that's all I hear. Oh, these guys creeped me out when I was a kid. Okay, these guys are creepy. Like actually just spooky. And they're like the noises. They're horrifying. Just get out of here. Beep 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 beep. Alright. But anyways, just But yeah, this game is just gonna be a nostalgic trip for me. That's what I'm gonna focus on. Mostly. Because I was in the mood to play it. And I also wanted to see how it runs on the emulator. I still have my PS3 right there. What I was thinking about playing though was Red Dead. But I was not in the mood at all to play it.
It's getting cold out there, especially at night. Do what it takes to stay warm. Cut down trees, strip the wood off buildings, collect paper, scavenge furniture. If it produces heat, burn it. The old rules don't exist. Not anymore.
Oh yeah, everything changes. Even when you like see through. Like, yeah, you become red. I think it's a neat detail, you know? Head shock. Really? Really?
Stampton Bridge. The fastest way out of town. That is, if you can get us past those baton-wielding goons.
Yeah, everyone's gonna get shot.
Getting out of here, one way or another. Follow my lead.
Alright, it's time for another moral decision about... I forgot, honestly, it's been a while. I know there's a moral decision right here. Let's do something.
Gonna have to get past those riot cops if we want out of here. If I fry a couple of the guards from inside the crowd, but I can trigger a riot. Help keep the heat off Zeke and me. Of course, that means a lot of innocent people will get the hell kicked out of them.
Well, let's start a riot because we're being an asshole in this playthrough. What?
Let's take them down.
I did a good riot? This is a good riot? No, abandoned mission. Start again.
Stampton Bridge. The fastest way out of town. That is, if you can get us past those baton-wielding goons.
We're getting out of here, one way or another. Follow my lead.
This is the exact opposite of what I wanted.
You have entered a restricted area. Lethal force may be used.
Gonna have to get past those riot cops if we want out of here. If I fry a couple of the guards from inside the crowd, but I can trigger a riot. Help keep the heat off Zeke and me. Of course, that means a lot of innocent people will get the hell kicked
Okay, let me
out
get
of them.
inside the crowd, you know? Become one of the crowd.
Please, I don't want to die.
Yeah. Evil. Okay, not my issue. Let me get out of here. Oh wait. Let's just watch. It's gonna win. Oh god, they're doing a good job. These randos are doing. Oh god, I took them out. Huh. Okay, now they're gonna get shot. Get these guys out of here. Oh god. Oh god. Just let me just let me run away. Oh yeah, Infamous is gonna be really hard later. I know it. Around like the final act, it becomes a little bit bullshit. Maybe I'm going off of my terrible memory.
Hey, watch out for those machine guns. Flank 'em if you have to.
Stop getting. Okay, you're in my way, please, please. Alright, get out of here. Out of the way. Also, let me do something fun. Disable the turret. Alright, get back down, get back down. Recharge. And fire into here.
It'll make you a harder target.
This area is under strict quarantine. Indiscriminate lethal force will be used against all unauthorized personnel. This is your final warning.
Okay.
This area is under strict quarantine. Indiscriminate lethal force will be used against all unauthorized
Get out of
personnel.
here.
This is your final warning.
If I only could see what's going on. Only if. Alright, that was on me. That was on to just me playing bad. But anyways, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here.
This area is under strict quarantine. Indiscriminate lethal force will be used against all unauthorized.
Yes, indiscriminate lethal force, blah blah blah. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. up. This guy. I hate the positioning of these turrets. And now we're moving through. Okay. Get him out the way. They're dying. I meat shields. Oh no! We're gonna get all shot now. This is pointless.
The gate opened to a wall.
Okay, I don't know why it was a moral decision. They're all gonna die anyways.
Zeke made a break for it. Smashed into
They're gonna
the
push through and they're all gonna die
fell
somehow.
headlong into the harbor.
Even if you do a moral good decision, you don't be a morally good person. You just sped it up, you know?
I was greeted by name. This FBI agent, Moya, had seen the footage of me at Ground Zero and came here to wait, figuring I'd try to escape, knowing I'd have powers. She explained that before the blast, her husband John had been assigned to infiltrate the first.
You know, there's easier ways to get
shadow
someone to
group
meet
working
up,
on
you
a
know?
project they called the
You know, he could have
Ray
just
Sphere,
died.
a device designed to drain the neuroelectric energy from a group of people and concentrate it into an individual. She'd lost contact with John the night of the blast.
Could have just died.
Despite all her connections, Moya was losing hope. Yet she'd found me, somehow believing I could be trusted, ready to make me an offer. I go back to the city, find John in the Ray Sphere, and she'll get me out of the quarantine and clear my name. This whole Ray Sphere thing sounds crazy to me. Suddenly I'm a human light socket, so maybe I should cut her some slack.
Younger me has spent way too much time here. So younger me was like around 5. I was 5. Okay. My ears. But yeah, the parkour in this game is not the best. Weirdly precision based. You gotta be really good with your jumps. Control everything basically. Okay. There's a little bit of magnetism. So I'm always afraid of these jumps. God, younger me was so bad at this. Yeah, so it's taking me way too long to get through this. Okay. Well, I must give myself a little bit more credit. You know, I was 5.
Cole, the water pressure has dropped in the main running under the bridge. What's going on down there?
Reapers were busting up some pipes.
Interesting. I'll see what I can find out. You worry about getting back into the city.
There. There. Alright, and then we zap these guys. I guess not. Get out of here. And they're gone. And we
Don't forget who's holding your leash, Cole. You find John and the Ray Sphere, and I get you out of there. No questions asked. If you double cross me or do something stupid, then I will throw you into a hole so deep that you
Yeah, I got it.
Cool, it's gonna totally help out his. Hey, they promoted me!
Cole?
This is the first time in my life I've ever
Man,
been
it's good to
promoted.
see
Like,
you.
wow, you're so good at this game.
Yeah, nice work on that gate, Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, I'll live through the fall, no problem. But, getting back to shore? Well, let's just say I'm no Michael Phelps.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Hey, take it easy, Lightning Rod. So, how the hell'd you live through that, man? Bullets flying everywhere, all over the place? Figured you were a goner.
Let's head home. I'll fill you in on the way.
Okay, Abraham Lincoln. Okay.
It drains neuroelectric energy.
Oh, I knew it! All the stuff I've been saying, every word is true. Government's in cahoots with a secret organization, the Ray Sphere. Damn, it all makes sense now.
Calm down, you're gonna hurt yourself.
That Ray Sphere must dish out powers to anyone controlling it. You gotta bring it back here.
Sure, I could use a sidekick.
Ah, hell with that. Zeke Jedediah Dunbar is his own man.
Your middle name is Jedediah?
Yes, it is. After my grandfather. Strong man for a man his size. I don't know where Zeke comes from, but I'm certain...
You need to take a nap and a bath. I got things to do.
Alright, let's explore.
I've already got a couple of leads for you. The coordinates have been uploaded into your phone. Give me a call when you're in position.
Yes, I know. I know. Alright, I'm evil, so I get the evil powers. Unless, I don't get the fun stuff like this. The evil powers. I don't get the fun energy regeneration, I get the fun explosives. Evil! And these are mostly neutral stuff, and I don't think I have the DLC. Where you get the blades. I will show you the strength of headshotting people. I could aim. Which I can't, I can't aim. Okay, there it is. It's just, a little small explosive. Being evil is fun in this game. I just never complete a whole playthrough. So I'm just, oh yeah, I like being a good person when I'm doing the story. I'm just like being a morally good person. I like my morals. You can tell when I play an open world game, I just go straight to the main objectives and do just the whole main campaign. Main story. First. Like, some people would just spend the whole time doing side quests while I'm just done with the main story. Like, okay, it's time to do side quests, I guess. Afterwards, open world games. They're okay. Not my favorite genre. They're alright. Funny enough, my favorite type of open world game is more sandboxy, where they give you no objectives. Like Kenshi. Or Rim. Yeah, Kenshi, yeah. Let me play around with more systems than anything. Let me look at the map. Let's go here. The blood trail. Bloody and a trail.
Okay, Moya, what now?
One of my contacts, an electrician named Brandon Carey, didn't check in last night. He's pretty important, so you need to find him. He was last seen in the alley across the street from your location.
Right.
Your boy isn't here,
Full side
Maya.
view.
Just a dead woman.
A woman? Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Hang on a second.
A dead woman. She's dead.
Reapers! No! Leave my husband alone! Where are you taking him? Brandon!
Whoa.
What just happened?
I had a vision. The Reapers kidnapped Brandon. This is his wife, Lene. I can see the echo of someone running away.
Follow it. We need to find out what happened.
Streaming in a nice low light environment. Anyways, just let me boost my gain or volume. There. And it's good enough. That is good enough. I don't know, now you could hear me loud and clear now. Even when I'm mumbling to myself, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, this is very much just a sleepy. Alright, let's follow you. I always thought this was interesting. Oh, right, this is just a different way of killing someone. Oh yeah, the white guys.
Damn.
Yeah, these guys creep me out. I don't know. The void. Look at them. Just the void in there. Can't believe the love this. You know what's funny? Now I'm thinking about something. Labomni Corporation. With the what's that name? What was it? Was it Abel? That's his name. What's his name? The guy right before you get the true actual ending. Like if you fail to do the final two missions, I think. Yeah. And there's like one art piece of the random that's during all the abnormalities and the one CG with just one hooded dude, which is just the void. Just some random hooded dude. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. There's too many guys to run. Get out of here. They're teleporting. The fuck is Matrix? I don't. Yeah, I think it's an emulator bug. Because this never happens before. Just funny to me. It's working. Yeah, main electricity thing, I guess it becomes. That's inaccurate. But I don't think it's supposed to just go all the way over there to the side. I don't think that's how it works. Okay, where was I? Oh, there he is. There he is. You know, I probably could just pull up the CG of the art dude. And let me just pull it. Maybe, yeah, I could probably pull it out. I just because I'm bad at explaining things, and when I'm thinking about this other. All right, endings. I'm very bad at explaining things. Oh, endings. I wonder if this is. Yeah, this video is with the old translation. Great. But anyways, where is it? Where is it? Alright, all I need to do is screenshot it. Let's just get my snapshot. Dipping to. Okay, just give me this. This dude. This dude. This dude in the corner. Wait, no, let me get a bigger screenshot. There. Okay. Do I have any images? Let me change this image to something else. Alright. This guy right here. I don't know why, I'm just thinking about it while looking at that void of these randos.
Your damn phone.
The randos over there across the street, the Reapers.
Feds, man. That's what's up.
I don't know why I was thinking of that guy, but yeah, I was thinking of that guy.
Caught one scoping out the roof.
Don't know why, they look weirdly similar.
Eating a fresh.
You know,
Tell me, where the hell did
a very common design, I
I
know.
don't know, Zeke. But get everybody out of here. This is
I don't know why. That's the first thing I thought when I was like,
ride you as long as they
thinking
need.
about it.
The second you're no longer
I
useful,
don't,
bam! You vanish.
why is that part of my brain? Like, oh yeah.
I think all that conspiracy stuff
Unimportant,
is
shady
right.
dude in the corner of the screen of all
Hey, don't
destruction.
messenger, brother. I'm just telling it like it is. You watch your back.
Watching my back. I think my neck is broken if you actually look at the rigging of the model currently. I don't mind this angle, I prefer this angle anyways. Oh yeah, this part. There you are. You know, I realize I'm just scared of tall, white hooded dudes. This game realized a fear in me with that. I don't know why. This is why. That's why I fear that man over there. I'm staying away. Can't aim. It feels weird. I'm doing it. There are the superhero games, though I preferred the original superhero. Oh god. Get away. Everything's a healing point around here. I could heal around. That's a lot of enemies. Yeah, I just want a casual experience. I didn't know what the game to promote me at all, and honestly, I'm pretty bad. I just wanted to go down a nostalgic trip. Nostalgic trip towards True Infamous for me. Yeah, that place is just a death trap. Let's just not go through it. Yeah. It's a death trap. White hooded guy, where are you? There you are. You're in a death trap as per usual. I like how everything breaks around. You could just break everything in this little area. Everything explodes. Where is that guy? At you. Where is he? There you are. Alright. You know, it's funny. In this little pose, you could just, you know, just later on you can unlock something about morals, decisions. If you want to just heal someone. Anyways, get out of my way. Oh no.
What the hell happened? The entire neon just went dark.
That's because one of those maniacs blew up a whole substation. Man, brain feels like it's in a vice.
Your body must be reacting to the absence of electricity. You're gonna have to man up and find Carrie. If we don't restore the power, the Reapers will be unstoppable.
Time to avoid enemies. But yeah, I think Infamous 2 is the better game though. It's a good sequel. Second Son though, terrible game in the Infamous series. I really dislike Second Son. I don't know why. It just felt worse to play. There's less of a kick when it comes to Second Son's powers. Which is funny. Yeah, there is a less of a kick. The only power set I really like was Smoke, and it was the beginning one.
I tracked the echo to the sewers.
Everything else sucks though. Which is funny because the Neon DLC, where you just DLC side story. The standalone DLC side story has this cool power set, focusing on one power instead of having 4 shitty subpar powers. Like, this DLC was pretty good. It focuses on one power and basically has a gimmick for him.
Please, you gotta help me.
Oh no, you're alive. Oh no. Healing touch. I'm a morally good person.
Open the gate. You've got to stop the Reapers. They're running around with some electrician, killing anyone they find down here.
Alright. As my microphone was starting to call in the ancient gods, though. In a way, the god of wires, who knows? Hey, it's calling for a new god. A machine god. Best coffee in town. Bio leech. You're a little leeching off of people. Overall, these are Reapers. They're not people. You can't even see their faces. They're not even real people. Why are you afraid? I know I'm glowing red and all, and red is a spooky color. Red means bad, or energetic, or something. Color theory. But I honestly prefer blue.
Yeah.
It's a nice glow. Oh yeah, since I'm a bad person, let me just set something up. I'm a bad guy. I'm gonna be red. Red. Well, let me turn off my fucking color settings and color temperature to make it actually look appealing and not fucking terrible and overly saturated. Though it's made just on my screen because I like my things to be at least a little bit saturated. Alright. I'm red now. Red. Even more red on screen.
She damn near blew a gasket. She thinks I killed her sister. But man, that ain't your fault. The package was a bomb. Hell, you're lucky to be alive.
Honestly, I don't know why I'm playing this on hard. I do not want to play this on hard. Keep it on medium. I know for a fact it's gonna get annoying later.
Well, I'm not holding my breath. I'll catch you later.
Let me bio leech. Oh, you know, I could just, restrain the dude. Yeah, I have no idea why you want to be evil in this game. I always like restraining people, it just makes sense. It even has a little neat animation. Like, yeah, it's neat. And then you could just shoot them afterwards if you feel like it. Wait. Okay, yeah, I think that's an Infamous 2 type of thing. Oh no!
I got into urban exploration about 4 years ago. Crawled all over this city, so I know these sewers like the back of my hand.
I have no reason to kill this man. Like, why would I kill him? I'm evil and all, but why would I kill him for no reason? Like, why would I? What reason would Cole actually have a reason to kill these guys? He doesn't lose electricity for it. He has no reason to. Like, he's not desperate. There's literally a recharge over here if he just walks the jumps.
I need to turn on the substation.
Are you out of your damn mind?
It just doesn't make sense to be evil.
No one is getting in here.
Open the door.
Screw you! I've jammed
Now this guy, I could see you killing him just because you want to open the door.
Poor guy. Still thinks he's protecting Lene. Doesn't change the fact that I need to get in there. I can either fry him and open the door that way, or tell him that his wife is dead. See if that gets him to back off.
Does Cole just really just... I could just, talk to the dude. And it actually works every single time. Having a simple conversation. If that doesn't work, you just zap him afterwards. Oh well. I'm an asshole. Evil. I'm not doing good at this evil thing, am I? I really, there's no reason to kill him. You could just tell him that you could just go through the door. Just no reason to. Yeah, this is why I don't usually do evil routes in games. I just don't get it 90% of the time. Or the letters don't really give you a good enough reason to be evil. I get it to be self-interested, but there's no reason to be self-interested. But it's just like, okay. There's no benefit to it. Like, if it makes the game way easier to be evil, yeah, I get it. There's infinite ways of making evil, just giving you a cooler power set. Like, it gives you a cool ass power set if you be evil. There's more. And this is how we light up the city and have a map open up. Basically. These are like the towers of... Yeah, these are basically the towers. Evil. Honestly, I wish, what I wish actually? To have yellow. Because in the cover art of Infamous, there's the yellow electricity, which means neutrality. And I always wanted that color palette because I always thought yellow was a nice color. Really thought, like, oh, you gave me red, but the cover art shows yellow. Or more like an amberish. That's yellow. I'm not looking at the cover art right now. I'm going off of memory. You know, it would have been cool to be neutral. Like, there's a neutral section in this karma bar. I don't think it could beat the game, though. And Second Son, an infamous Second Son, you know, the PlayStation 4 exclusive game. When you try to be neutral, you can't actually beat the game unless you go down a moral side. You have to go down a single chromatic side. There's no... Infamous Second Son has an even worse issue when it comes to moral decisions. Infamous 2, I think it did it better, though. Infamous 2. At least the bad ending was interesting. Bad ending, I mean, as being a bad guy. It's actually an interesting path, and I really wish that was the canonical path, because that's actually really interesting. Cole becoming the bad guy and all that. Leading the charge. I don't have any of the maneuvering stuff, though. Oh, yeah. Okay, there. Get out of here.
Alright, now what?
I'm picking up some weird interference from a rooftop not far from you. Need to find out its origin and purpose.
So what am I looking for?
Not really sure. Probably a transmitter of some type. Call me when you get over there.
A transmitter of some type. Guess now. Anyways, I've been playing through a visual novel. Breaking through one, I guess. It's... You know what? The visual novel has really good taste in copyright-free music, like free-to-use music. Really good taste. I would play one right now. I could, actually. I downloaded some MP3s. I have some MP3s, so I could use it if I want to for myself. So, maybe I will. The visual novel... It's sleepy to make up a proper discussion about it, I guess. No, I'd rather type things out on, so I think my brain functions better when I type things. Write things down. I don't know why. Put my thoughts together properly. Okay. Now, climb up. Okay, maybe I ought to do an infamous playthrough. This has been running smoothly and hasn't been a single crash yet. I don't think...
Looks like a
I heard some
drive
later
attached
mission
to
though
the
starts
satellite
crashing a
dish.
lot.
See if you can listen to it with your phone.
Oh no.
Sounds like a bunch of garbage.
It's an encrypted message, but I can't break it. Look around and see if you can find another one.
But yeah, this is gonna be a shorter end of the stream since I want to actually fix my sleeping schedule. My sleeping schedule has been bad, mostly because of binging through a visual novel that I was interested in reading that's currently incomplete because it's getting ongoing updates and the man needs his Patreon money. It's a good easy way to get Patreon money if you're like, oh yeah, support me while I try to complete this visual novel. Because it's incomplete, you know, and monthly support and all that. You get to vote on what content I put in, what choices and routes and that fun stuff. Or, I will describe the visual novel that I'm not gonna name right now as schizophrenic. A little bit schizophrenic when it comes to its lore. You know, the good old Eldritch Lovecraftian things going on. With more, sexual elements too. Not like you're gonna fuck God or something. Just more, body horror. Not the usual body horror. Just a little bit of body horror with a different type of flavor. Maybe some Goro. I was like looking at the creator's Pixie, the Japanese little art thing. Man is interested in Goro. He's a tiny bit. Like, yeah, this man's making the visual novel with this game. Huh? He must have a Pixie. I was right. I lost track of the mission. I was supposed to do something. Oh. Let me climb back up. Okay, it's supposed to go over here. Turns out gray and red does not make it easy to tell what's going on. Look at the mini-map. First, I never liked collecting collectibles. Oh yeah, I guess I could talk about the PlayStation something conference. E3 is dead basically at this point. I saw Metal Gear Solid 3 is getting a remake. I still don't know how to feel about that, since Kojima's not on it. I'm really considering Kojima no buy, but I also heard they're porting the original games, which makes me really happy actually. If they're porting the original games, MGS 1, 2, 3. If they're just porting them, which makes me super duper happy. Don't know about the remake though. I hope the remake is good, but I'm not gonna put my hopes up. I've been burned by Konami. But yeah, and this is volume 1 of the collection, so if they port the games over, and I will be very satisfied. That's all I've been asking for. I will buy it all. They just have a nice MGS collection.
You hear that?
That's all I've been asking for years. Oh yeah, imagine if they revived MGO2. Because I always wanted to play. I know there's a revival on the RPC. See myself jump. Oh no, the man has a shield. What can I do? Like, it's not like I could just, you know, push him to the side and all. Get out of here. Yeah, that's fun. Also, Marathon is getting
That's the last
something.
one.
You know, like the old Bungie title
Alright.
with
That
the
should do it.
lore.
I'm uploading a
One reason I know
photo
about it
into
is a
your phone.
Mandalore's
I shall
video.
let you listen to the messages.
It's the only reason.
I couldn't stop Kessler from
Well, I
detonating
knew
the
about
race sphere. After I
Marathon
took out
for
5 or
quite a
6
bit,
spare
but I never knew
bombs,
about this
jumped into
lore.
it, found the race sphere in the blast
Which
ring,
got my
headed for Sun
interest.
City.
I wanted to
Hope you'll
play
be
it.
there
I wanted to play the
tonight at
original
half past
ones.
8. I'm gonna try and
So
blow
it
up
kind of
the
just I got really disappointed though when I was learning it's just an
things.
extraction
I
shooter
need immediate
on the
extraction.
new Marathon
Please,
by
got to get me
Bungie.
out of
The
here
art style
before the
looks
Chancellor
interesting,
finds
but
me.
You
like the art looks
understand any of
nice.
that?
I don't believe
The
it. That's
Counter-Strike
John.
designs and all
He
that.
must have used dead drops to communicate with his handlers.
But it doesn't look Marathon,
English?
It
and it's an
means there are
extraction
probably more of
PvP
those
shooter,
scattered around the city. You should
which
try to
dropped
find
me
as
to be
many
really
as you can.
disappointed because
Tell us where you took
I
the
love
race
myself
sphere.
some single player
Find John and the
shooters.
race sphere, and I'm out, right?
I know the deal, Cole.
Just making sure.
I'm a single player guy type of guy, you know. I'm happy that game companies at least care more about it. There was a certain era where they barely cared about it. Single player games. At least now, at least it drives a little bit more. At least EA cares. EA cares. It sounds like an oxymoron to me. There was the Dead Space remake. Though I already played the original Dead Space, which is pretty good. Don't know if I want to play the remake though. Haven't touched it. That makes me happy that more people playing Dead Space. Because Dead Space is a good series. Dead Space 1 is pretty good. And the remake looks fine.
Cole,
Could run on
just
Steam
got a
Deck,
call
so
from the
yeah,
EMT in
it's
your area.
fine.
The Reapers have overrun his makeshift medical clinic, and he needs your help.
I can't solve all the world's problems, Moya.
Maybe not, but if you help him, he might return the favor.
Oh, the emergency worker. Oh no. But anyways,
The Reapers keep attacking the clinic I have down the street. Take care of them.
I wanna zap that guy. Got in my way. Shotgun dude now. Watch out. He has a shotgun and he's really dangerous on hard-ons. He's so dangerous. Those guys are horrifying. Those guys who just suicide bomb you, anyone who just basically gets close to you are horrifying in this game. They could just one-shot you. Not hard. Yay! Now a safe place in this city. Oh, that was a cut. That was a cut.
There are other people around there who need
Oh yeah.
help too. Keep an eye out for them.
I realize my mouth is not moving much. There's a reason for that. Unplugging in my microphone ruins the settings I set up. Yeah. Alright. Okay, what else? What else can I ramble about for a little bit? See, this is just a way to keep me think of random conversational topics while avoiding talking about the visual novel that's stuck in my head because it's incomplete and like, oh god, I want to know about the lore. Where it's gonna go next? One with the yandere kill someone.
I'm in position.
There should be a cell tower
You know,
very
that type
close
of
to you.
thing.
Find it and recharge it.
What are the gods
Afraid I'm
doing?
gonna
Why do they
bail
want
on
to
you.
fix him?
Without that tower,
Oh yeah, so the fun lord questions I want answered.
Oh, hell. Vision is blurring.
It's never, you know, it's just, I have to wait like a year or two, maybe it'll get completed. I have to like remember to check on it in a year or two. And then I have to redo all those fucking, it's a long ass visual novel, it took me a week to finish reading it. It took me a whole week. Mostly because it's really vague on some of the routes, like some of the events and how to unlock them. They're really vague about it. Like, absurdly vague. Not absurdly, honestly, it's probably a little bit of me. They should be dead. There's so many enemies around here. You can see the whole map. But it's basically dead and it's gonna be really hard to go around without...
Good. Now you need to restore the electricity to this section of the neon. Your GPS will show you where to go, but be careful. There are a lot of Reapers operating in the area.
Those guys will slaughter me. I can barely see, and charging up that tower drained me dry.
Stick to the high ground and avoid them. If you have to fight, look around for emergency generators. There are probably some scattered across the rooftops.
You're gonna get me killed.
Call me when you're in the sewer.
Okay, we're gonna find the sewer. The sewer.
Better find a generator and recharge.
Well, yeah, you know what I hate about at least modern gaming a little bit? Every game gotta have some RPG mechanic. Oh yes, numbers must go up. Oh yes, looting, shooting. We gotta get our guns, have some grades. Oh yes, gotta be SS rank, gold color, yellow color. Oh yes, how pretty and great. I know, I play a gotcha game. I'm part of the problem. But yes, I despise it. Though maybe I despise it even more because it touched like one of my guilty pleasures, I guess. Like a Ubisoft game. Everyone has their favorite game that's unoriginal and it's basically releases yearly-ish. Mine's Assassin's Creed. Before I went full RPG. Origins was alright. I didn't really get into it though. It's not for me. I know it's a good game, it's just not for me. I do not like RPGs. I do not like grinding to go through the main story. I don't want to do the side quests. I usually just play the main story and just rush forward. I really hated that Assassin's Creed lived with me because I have to level up, grind up stats. I don't really care about. If I want to grind up my stats, I play a specific game about grinding up my stats, which is another Ubisoft game I played. It's called Division. The Division. I grinded my loot there. There's looting and shooting, and I enjoyed it. I want different things from different games. I do not want to grind up to go through a main story. Oh yes, I could actually easily do it without grinding. So I wouldn't mind making it harder for myself if I could rush through the main story. Because that's how I like playing my games, rushing through the main story. I don't really play around the open world sandbox that much. I just really hate getting like, oh yes, you can't play the game because your level, you gotta go to the level up to level 38. Sadly, you're only level 25. Even though the story has been just fine with you playing on level 25 till now. Suddenly, you have to stop and ruin the pacing. I played the Assassin's Creed games for the for the wacky story to like 4 Black Flag. That was the last one I actually enjoyed in terms of wacky characters and historicalness. 3 was okay. 3 was okay. I don't really care much about 3 and the Ezio trilogy. Everyone likes the Ezio trilogy. It's fun. I enjoyed the characters. I like Mario. It's fun. Good time to drop my brain to. And I also like the modern day plot. Like the whole conspiracy. I also like how Ubisoft is the bad guy. Anyways. Destruction, keep out. But yes, Ubisoft is basically a bad guy. The bad guys in the Assassin's Creed universe. Which is funny. Don't know why they decided to make themselves the fucking Templars, but they did. Which, lore about the Assassin's Creed universe, I guess. Watch Dogs is connected to the universe in a way. At least the first game. I don't know if the retcon didn't. I don't know why I know so much about Assassin's Creed universe. And for some reason, Watch Dogs is connected to the lore. So a lot of people ask for a modern day Assassin's Creed game back in the day. I don't know how many Assassin's Creed fans care about modern day plot stuff. Ever since they killed off Desmond, it's just been downhill. In terms of the game quality, it's funny enough. Well, people like Black Flag. But the modern day plots just kind of just became really uninteresting. Like, really uninteresting. Like, not many people like the modern day plots. I don't really care. It's like, they were alright. I like them. They're better than what they are now, what I've seen. And the atmosphere for like Assassin's Creed 1 though was interesting. Like since they're mostly kept in the dark and everything. Just been kidnapped. Desmond has been kidnapped, he's stuck in a white room with the machine with 2 peoples. Do the thing, we go through your memories of your ancestors, blah blah blah. In the quiet and sanitized room. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. I haven't been really paying attention. My brain has been off I talk. Been on autopilot. Okay, I think this is the beginning section actually. And I just went back in a circle. I went off on a tangent, which is a good thing. I need to go off of tangents more, you know. I actually stop myself. Yeah, that's the only part that glows. But I can't get through it. I feel like I'm missing something here. It glows. Something in my brain tells me that glowy spot leads the way. I guess it does. I just needed to do that.
He keeps carrying on about you delivering that bomb. Even George is running his mouth about it.
George? He's the one who called me. Said he's got a package burning up all over his desk and that I needed to beeline it. So I pick it up and take off.
Well, he claims that no one else can deliver it. Then it had to be you.
It was a terrible job in the first place. Pay sucked. And when I get there, someone calls and tells me to open a package. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in a crater.
Well, at least you got superpowers out of it. And don't worry about George and those other idiots. I'll cover for you, man.
Plug into my microphone. It works every time. I still haven't figured out what the issue is. Oh, that's in the way. You're dead. You're dead. Wow, standing right next to explosives. Original. Okay, after this mission, I'm going to sleep. I'm very sleepy. Also, fuck these guys. They can fucking swarm you. Alright, let's take the sword. Just take everything from him. Yeah, I said it was going to be a short stream. Just an hour and 30 minutes-ish.
Nice work, Cole.
I've been evil. Get me back here.
So, I figured out why the Reapers were destroying the water pipes under the bridge. By isolating the city's water system, they can pump their plague into
They come out of
every home
nowhere.
Anyone drinking that sludge will get sick, or worse.
Great.
Yeah, and it gets better. I'm getting reports that Smith Fountain is already polluted, and there are a lot of casualties. Head over there and confirm my intel. Then we'll figure out what we're going to do.
Let me at least get closer to the next mission.
Hey, man, you ain't gonna believe this one. You know those areas of the city you've been clearing out? They're crime-free now. People are hanging up posters with your face on them.
Crack a few skulls and people get the message.
Ain't that the truth? By the way, I didn't want to say anything before, but, well, you're starting to look different. Dark, twisted, that kind of thing. It's not good for your complexion, brother.
You know what? I really don't care what people think of me. I'll talk to you later.
I don't know, you know, I'm just a thug. I'm a thug. Oh no. Oh yeah, the side quests and all that fun stuff. Oh yeah, the side quests are okay. You get to pick a poster, I think. Yeah, you pick a poster in one of them. Side things are like not really important to the like the main story-ish. But they're fun. They're not really side quests, honestly. But anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep, so good night, bye, and don't die, I guess. Yep, bye.